Now, right now, I believe we're in a dollar yen short. All right. If 102.70 stops, I know what Mike was looking at, but we do have little of a conflict. As you can see, price has respected this broken trend line and the 4-hour Kumo, and now it's climbing towards the upside. So just watch dollar yen short. Still have a small descending trend line. So if price holds around that 102.50 level, then we should be good with that short for dollar yen. Let's go over euro dollar. Euro dollar has pretty much two setups right now. I'm looking for a breakout on euro dollar. All right, so I definitely like euro. Ace, make sure you write this down as a pair to keep on your watch list. I'm looking for a breakout. I wouldn't mind a breakout to the upside. All right, price failed to close below the cloud, and a breakout to the upside just really confirms what we're looking at with the 4-hour cloud. We have a nice supporting Kumo. Price has bounced quite a few times around the resistance level, so a break above would definitely show us, hopefully get us towards that 1.39 level, which in my opinion, if you take a look at the weekly, I think you just mentioned let's go with the monthly first. I don't know why monthly's not up here. I guess I have to add it in. I don't see a monthly. I'll add time frame, 10 years, month, select, apply. Alright, so let's see with the monthly. Alright, as you can tell, monthly, a lot of resistance at 1.39, around 68, but we have quite a ways before we get there. If you take a look at the weekly, which is what I'm looking at, it is bullish. All right, on the weekly, it's definitely bullish. Just want to see if we have perhaps so kind of a squeeze formation, but definitely like price from the weekly that it's trading above the cloud. And also, you could take a look at the daily. I'm gonna delete this line. All right, price is basically making higher lows towards this uptrend. All right, so a break above the 4-hour trend line should essentially involve a break above the daily cloud. All right, so if we could take a look at both of those, then we could set targets towards 1.39 in my opinion. All right, now on the flip side, if we get a break below this supporting trend line, we're probably also going to get a break below the 4-hour Kumo as well, which could enable us to look for short opportunities. So basically, two ways to to play your dollar, and a break below the 4-hour cloud, a break below the trend line. Then it basically coincides with the monthly outlook, with that being that price is already trading below the monthly cloud. Let's take a look at on does my chart shows bull engulfing candle on what time frame? Daily. Um, this chart right here, or 4-hour. Okay. If you're looking, oh, okay. Yes, I do see that. What I also see is, and that's why we want to wait for the confirmation. All right, so we got this huge green impulsive candle that took out the previous candle, but still it found some support at the trend line, and it found some resistance, so it failed to break above that. So as soon, and the very next candle, as you could tell, this candle right here of very little volatility, all right, at this 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. candle. All right, so really looking to see if we get that break above. All right, might not happen between 5 and 9, but definitely between 9 and 1 a.m. we should see the market start to move, and we should really start figuring out if we're going to be looking for a long opportunity or a retest of support and perhaps a break below. Let's take a look at pound dollar. Definitely like pound dollar. Definitely like both of these setups too as well. Actually quite missed it. Now pound dollar similar to euro. All right, we get a break above the trend line, or we could look for a retest at support. Now price is above the 4-hour cloud. Has been above it since November 14th. Pretty much been in a good uptrend. As you could tell, we have minor pullbacks that resulted in another swing towards the upside. All right, and that's what we could be witnessing right now. We have a pullback towards support, failed to break below. So right now we're just looking for a good entry. A good entry, in my opinion, if you are looking to long risk and buy risk, is a support, all right, around 1.6340, or a break above this descending trend line, all right, for continuation of the trend that's already in place. And obviously that trend is bullish, all right. Also have this horizontal trend line providing support, and that's at 1.6240. All right, but I do like pound dollar for longs, and I do like euro for longs. So let's see how both of them shape up through the course of this trading session and this trading week. Let's take a look at, you said yen cable, pound yen. Let's take a look at pound yen. I want to add Kijun, actually. I believe we have a Tenkan Kijun crossover. You won't see it on this chart, but on this chart you will. We have a bearish Tenkan Kijun crossover. So let's see what happens with that. Obviously, it's a weak one. Let's see how that shape up. All right, I'm pretty sure Mike was looking at, and we have a descending trend line as well. If you lower the time frame, it does look better. All right, so I do like this pound yen short, actually. I do like it. Pound yen has been on such a bullish move for such a long time, and we should only be looking for ways to get in from an Ichimoku standpoint. Okay, I got it, Ace. So we should be looking for ways to get long. All right, ever since price broke above the cloud back in September, we should just be looking for long opportunities. All right, price has been very bullish. We scaled down to the 4-hour now. If price maintains below that 167.80, then the short should remain intact. All right. However, a break above that and a break above the future bearish cloud could result in us getting stopped out. But let's see what happens. I know we're at break even already, but I do like this short, just more as it holds its resistance levels. We also take a look at the weekly pivot point. Price has been finding some support at that 166.75 level, so also want to watch that as well. Let's take a look at Aussie dollar. I do like Aussie for possible shorts off of a retest, which happened already. And this is a retest from really the month. So we really can't look at the monthly supporting trend line when looking to take this trade because we're in the beginning of the month. All right, so if you're looking to take this trade from purely looking at the monthly chart, you can't. Perhaps the week you can. All right, so if we end this week below this trend line, then you can look for possible shorts. From the daily, what you're looking at is you could take that short off of the daily as well. All right, it's really on how you look at it. However, I'm gonna wait for the end of the week. I want to see how this pair shapes up. All right, and if you're looking at the 4-hour chart, you're looking for a retest. All right, so we have 4 different time frames and 4 different ways to play it. All right, I'm gonna look towards the weekly chart, and I'll be looking to get an Aussie dollar at the beginning of next week if it maintains below the trend line. Okay, that's what I'm looking at for Aussie. Let's take a look at Kiwi. We have supporting trend line for Kiwi, minor trend line as well. All right, if we get a break above this trend line and this cloud around 82.40, then we have some resistance at 83. All right, but I would definitely perhaps look to enter that trade. I am looking for risk on, but I prefer more confirmation still. All right, so that 83 is going to be a huge level. All right, but we do have minor resistance at the pair. And obviously, if we break below 81, all right, and this trend line, then it will only confirm what I am looking for with the Aussie dollar and looking to short it over, from the overall weekly and monthly trend line. Okay, let's see what we have with dollar CAD. Oops. Sort of with the monthly. Let's go with the weekly. Let's extend this weekly to 10 years weekly. So as you could tell, really don't have a play, really don't see anything except for that dollar CAD is bullish, trading above the weekly cloud. All right, so we should be looking for possible long opportunities. But I really don't have a clear setup with dollar CAD, so I'm going to stay out of it for right now. Okay, we went over dollar yen and pound yen. Let's take a look at euro yen. Okay, so pretty much we're witnessing a pullback with euro yen at the moment. No real clear setup, all right, until we get towards this supporting trend line. However, we do have a very thick and bullish 4-hour Kumo cloud, which indicates that for price to really break below and really shift trends, because right now we're not in a bearish trend. All right, don't forget Ichimoku, we're looking to hop or we're looking to ride the current trend, and the current trend is still bullish. All right, this minor pullback is not really telling us that it's ready to change trends. All right, so we're gonna need either break below this support level or break below the cloud to really give us a hint that okay, maybe your yen is really fading out, then we should be looking to go short and ride that trend. So for now, we're gonna just, I believe are we in a euro yen pair? I don't believe we're in a euro yen, but okay, so we're not in a euro yen pair, but however, this caddy and pound yen. Okay, so let's see what happens when we get towards this support level around that 138.20. All right, so we're gonna keep an eye on euro yen to see if it's going to really start falling and shift sentiment. Let's take a look at CAD yen and see how that's holding up. See what we have from the high. See with this trend line what we have. So CAD yen also finding some support. All right, bounced off quite nicely. All right, and if price comes towards the supporting trend line again, then we could see a break below. All right, so we're just watching CAD yen right now. Huge support around this trend line on a 4-hour time frame. The price breaks above the cloud, then pretty much it negates the short entry that we're in. Probably gets stopped off a break even. But do like CAD yen, and we do have additional resistance right above 97. All right, so I should probably show this further out. So there you go with CAD yen. So hopefully we get that break below this supporting trend line and head towards further support, in my opinion, which will be at 93. I believe I had it set up for pound CAD. Let's take a look at pound CAD. Maybe it wasn't pound CAD. Let's take a look at Aussie CAD. I do like Aussie CAD. All right, perhaps long off of a retest off of this trend line. So I am definitely looking. You should definitely put this on your radar. Aussie CAD for longs around possibly 96.10. All right, pound CAD. I thought I had it set up for pound CAD. Looks like I don't. Let's see what I was looking at. Yeah, I do not have a set up for pound CAD. Extremely bullish. Let's take a look at pound Swiss. Do like pound Swiss as well. As you can tell, it's finding some support right now at that 147.70 level. So let's watch pound Swiss and what it does. Pretty sure that the spread's probably high right now for some of those, as the spread is usually high when the market opens at 5 p.m. But I do like pound Swiss, so definitely put that on your radar. I might look for a break below though, and look to go possibly short. So put pound Swiss and Aussie CAD definitely on your radar. That's really much, and that's really all that I have right now. Pound Swiss, Aussie CAD, pound dollar, and euro dollar should definitely be on your radar, as they're nearing trading opportunities, including Aussie dollar, but that's on a weekly. In my opinion, that's what I'm looking for. All right. Is there any more pairs you would like me to go over, Ace? Let's take a look at gold. One second, Ace. My computer is freezing right now. Give me one second, Ace. All right, I think I'm on my computer working again. I don't know what's going on. Oh man. There we go. So yes, yes, there is there's definitely a correlation between gold and the Australian dollar, all right, and the Kiwi, all right. And if you just take a look at the daily chart, we have the daily chart for gold, and if you take a look at the daily chart for the Australian dollar, you could tell in somewhat is very similar, all right. Even Kiwi dollar, if you look at the daily chart and daily chart, it's pretty much similar in my opinion. Definitely is. All right, so they have a direct correlation. Um, what I'm looking at for gold, you can see how price broke below that support level. We're not worried about that anymore, as I see major resistance for gold futures around this level, this descending trend line. All right, but let's take a look at weekly and monthly. On a weekly chart is bearish. On a monthly chart, it's also bearish, managing to break below the monthly cloud. Wow, for the first time in over 10 years. Let's see how long. Last time gold trading below the daily cloud, the monthly cloud, was back in 2001. All right, so that should tell us a lot, in my opinion. All right, it should tell us a lot in gold. It should tell us a lot with what the Australian dollar might do. And that all coincides with what I'm looking for with the Australian dollar. I'm looking at that weekly chart, making sure that price stays below the um, the cloud to possibly short next week. You said on a weekly and monthly on gold does look like a double bottom. Let's look at the weekly first. Indeed, it does. So we do have we basically have support at 1179 for the gold futures. But when I go to Aussie dollar, I have price breaking below its support. So it's either which one you want to choose. Do you think Aussie is leading? And if you feel like Aussie is leading, then you're anticipating for gold to break below its supporting trend line. Or do you feel like gold futures is the one leading, and perhaps Aussie is having a false breakout? All right, so it's pretty much on your analysis. In my opinion, I feel like Aussie will be leading gold, and a break below this huge trend line that really starts on a longer time frame than that of the gold, because gold, you see it on the weekly more than you see it on the monthly. This setup with Aussie dollar really begins and ends on a monthly. I'm just looking to get in it on the weekly. All right. So basically, I feel like the setup for Aussie it's more stronger than the setup for gold futures. So with that being said, I will be looking to go short Aussie, hoping that gold breaks below its double bottom. All right. Let's take a look at silver futures as well. We could take a look at silver from a daily aspect. All right, similar to gold, obviously, and even with the same ascending trend line setup. All right, taking a look at the monthly, gold broke below its um, monthly cloud a while ago, and I feel like we also have that double bottom as well for for silver. All right, so it's pretty much how you want to draw it and how you want to play it. If price respects this level, maintains this level, then obviously we should expect some bullish moves with silver and gold, and therefore the Aussie as well. All right, perhaps off of the weekly chart as well, Aussie may not close above that trend line on the weekly chart. Aussie may just decide to close above the trend line All right, so if Ozzy closes above this trend line before this week is up, then we could look for possible longs on Ozzy, gold, and silver because they're all correlating. All right, so let's just keep that in mind right now and see how things go. All right. Hope I was able to answer your question, Ace. I'm definitely going to be doing another video tomorrow, and I'm going to revisit Aussie Gold and Silver on Friday and let everybody know what I am looking for and if I plan on getting into those trades or not. Thank you so much. All right, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you for joining me, Ace, and everybody watching this. If you have any questions, then you can find me in the chat room. All right. As always, thank you and good luck trading. Cheers.